Hi guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another video. So today we have a pick a cookie reading and we are going to be seeing what blessings are coming into your life within the next 3 months. This is a timeless reading, so this 3-month period will be from whenever you happen to be watching. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to leave it open to spirit, like anything you need to know about what the blessings are or how they might be coming into your life or any advice for you to make the most of them when they do enter your life, just whatever spirit would like you to know. So yeah, let's get right into it. There's 3 groups to choose from today, and there's a different cookie for each group. My mom brought these back from Austria. She went on a little trip, and they look so good. So yeah, I'm going to show you each of them up close one by one, and please pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most. Here is option number 1. Option number 2. And option number 3. Okay, so as always, take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with number 1. Hi number ones, so if you guys chose this cookie, this is going to be a reading. So we are going to start off by taking a look at these oracle cards to see what blessings will be coming your way in the next 3 months. And your first card is growth. That's beautiful. So one of the blessings that is coming to you in the next 3 months is you are going to see some serious growth in a certain area of your life. The very first thing I'm thinking of is actually a growth in results. So like something that you are putting a lot of hard work and effort into, the results that you see from that are going to grow more and more. This could be in business, in finances, in your studies. Like if you're trying to increase a number, like for example, maybe you're trying to increase your grades or your income or something like that, you're going to see numbers going up. Maybe some of you are building a following, or yeah, you're seeing like followers and engagement growing. That's probably just for a few of you, but it could also be physical, like you're growing muscles or you are growing your hair or something like that. You could even have the opportunity to see how much you have grown in terms of your healing, in terms of your maturity. For example, maybe you are faced with a situation that in the past you wouldn't have handled as well. In the past, maybe it would have triggered you or it would have caused you to make yourself smaller, but now you can rise to the occasion. Now you can stand up for yourself. Now you can handle things well. So you see like, wow, I've grown so much. Yeah, this could even be spiritual and personal growth. By the way, I'm saying a lot of things in terms of what this growth can be. Please feel free to claim any and all of these. If they are resonating with you, if it's a type of growth that you want, then absolutely claim it. I also want to talk about this image here, literally 222 on the camera timer as I'm holding up and bringing attention to this picture. There could be growth happening between you and a special person, like your connection is growing, your connection is blossoming. We also have communication. Okay, so those two together, like growth with these pandas holding hands and communication, there could be a blessing for some of you where if there's a person in your life that you wish you talked to more, you talk to them more frequently, or you wish that your communication was better, like you're having more open conversations and you're getting closer, I can definitely see that being a blessing coming your way with these two together, like getting to talk to your person of interest more often and getting to have more meaningful conversations. Yeah, growth in communication. Your communication could be improving with a special person. There could also be something about, this is going to be really specific for a few of you, but receiving more messages. Like, how do I say this? When you put something out, you receive more responses. There's more engagement in what you are putting out. Like, I don't know, for example, if you submitted an application to many places, you're hearing back from more and more places. Or if you're sharing something, you're getting a lot more comments and a lot more feedback. Some of you are gaining the confidence to speak up more and to participate more. It feels like you're gaining the confidence to speak in front of people. So for example, sharing your opinion more in meetings, or sharing your opinion more in classrooms and being more of like an active participant in the discussion. Some of you will be gaining the confidence to contribute to the conversation in certain fields that you're interested in, rather than just being on the receiving end of ideas and information in the field that you're interested in. You're feeling confident to like join the conversation, if that makes sense. Yeah, you're feeling confident to share your input and share your experience and share your story, rather than just listening to others or reading what others have to say. And you feel confident to do that. I also think in general, you'll be keeping in touch better with your loved ones and with people in your life, like friends, family. Somebody who's not good at texting could be getting better at that, and so you're hearing from them more. We also have eclipse in Virgo. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully and reorganization. This feels like getting your priorities straight. Duties and responsibilities. So this is talking about the commitments in your schedule, your routines. You could be cleaning that up in the next 3 months, being more deliberate with what you commit your time and energy to. If you have any responsibilities in your schedule that you don't like, it doesn't feel fulfilling to you anymore, it doesn't feel useful to you anymore, or you're just not enjoying it, you should be able to clear those away in the next 3 months and really prioritize the things that you want to prioritize. Specifically, something that's coming through is some of you have things in your schedule regularly that every time you do them, you just feel like you're wasting time. Like, I don't need to be here. I don't need to be doing this. This is wasting my time. And so you no longer have to hold on to things in your schedule that are not your priority. Like, you get to pick what you prioritize. And we also have, we have 2 full moons. Interesting. Show the world the real you with the full moon in Aquarius. When is this happening? Probably in August, I want to say. If you're watching this in 2025, I believe that there's going to be a full moon Aquarius in August. I will put a subtitle if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So that time could be significant for you. Yeah, there's going to be someone that your communication with them is really improving. Because we have growth, communication, we have this water bearer who's like pouring out their jug, showing all of their emotions. And then we have a Virgo energy, which is ruled by Mercury. You're getting a lot closer to someone special. I think that's a really big blessing for you in the next 3 months. Someone you've wanted to, there's this feeling of, I wish we talked more. I wish we kept in touch more frequently. I wish we opened up to each other more. I wish we had a closer bond. Yeah, like someone you want to get close to. But if you look at these pandas, I feel like actually both of these pandas could represent both of you. But I feel like there's one of you who seems distracted or who seems distant, and the other panda wants to be closer, but they're too shy to say something. And they're gaining the confidence to say to this other panda or this other person. I wish we were closer. I wish we talked more. And that vulnerability is then opening the door to start having more frequent communication and deepen your bond. So there's like a connection in your life that is really blossoming. We were talking about priorities. So a blessing that's coming your way could also be a special someone is really making you a priority and is really making it known that they care and that they're serious about the connection with you. And so you're going to start to see it growing quite rapidly. Another sort of overarching theme throughout this spread is you gaining confidence to speak your truth. So there was the message about you feeling more confident to share your opinions and to share your insights and to contribute to the conversations that are happening in fields that you're interested in, because you feel like I have something of value to say. You know, I have something to say that could benefit people, or that I have a perspective that others maybe haven't considered that they would find interesting. So believing in the value of what you have to say. But I think this also goes to your emotions. You know, what I'm experiencing emotionally is valuable and it deserves to be spoken. And I deserve to let this other person know what's going on with me. And feeling confident to be vulnerable in that way. So I think you're no longer stifling your emotions or downplaying your emotions or feeling like, oh, I'm not going to bring this up because like, I don't know what they're going to think, or I'm not going to bring this up because it's a burden. Like you're not talking yourself out of sharing what's going on with you anymore. I think you're becoming really confident to share what's going on in your inner world, and finding that the more you do that, the more happy things it leads to, and you'll always be glad that you spoke up. Like, I think you're getting very good at speaking up. And yeah, that's probably why this is a blue crystal, because that's like, blue is the color of the throat chakra. An Aquarius person could be significant as well, because like aqua is making me think of Aquarius. I will never get this right. I swear I've looked this up like 80 times, but I always get amethyst and aquamarine birthstones mixed up because one of them's February and one of them's March. I think aquamarine is March. Okay, so the months of March and August could be significant. A person with Aquarius or Virgo placements could be significant. They don't have to be, but that could be confirmation for some of you. Okay, so good stuff going on for my group number ones. We are going to get into the tarot now and see what else Spirit wants you to know about these energies. Spirit, what else does group number one need to know about these blessings that are coming in? Even like the fact that there's telephone lines in this card definitely feels like an increase in communication with someone that you're going to be really happy about. Like someone's really making an effort, someone's really making you a priority. You could be getting someone's advice, or I wanted to say the word mentorship, interesting. Getting someone's advice could be a gateway to you deepening your bond, because I just saw this scenario of two people who care about each other, but they maybe don't talk that much. But then one of them is starting a new journey in their life. And then these two people start talking again because the other person can give them a lot of advice about the journey they're about to embark on. And then that becomes like a gateway to them talking frequently again. That's like a really specific scenario. Maybe that's just for a few of you. This hay bale is also making me think of harvest. So there's that message again about like there's going to be a growth in the results that you see from your efforts. You know, like before you planted 100 seeds and 50 of them grew. But now when you plant 100 seeds, 80 of them grow, or, you know, something like that. For the same effort, now the results are richer. Okay, your first tarot card is the Chariot. So there's some Cancer energy here. And there's the two creatures again. I feel like I'm definitely sounding like a broken record, but I think this is you and someone special. And I think this is maybe a spirit guide who is bringing you together. And I love the Chariot when it comes to connections, because it's this idea that the Chariot can move forward because both creatures are on the same page, both creatures are working together and moving in the same direction. If only one creature wants to move forward, it's not going to work, because then the Chariot's just going to go in circles like this. You have to both be walking and both be going in the same direction. So you're going to feel that way about a particular connection in your life. Like, we're both walking forward, we're both making the effort, and so this Chariot can move and get where it needs to go. The Chariot also has a feeling of making leaps and bounds in progress. So you're about to see some amazing growth in a particular goal of yours. Chariot sometimes randomly makes me think of real estate sometimes as well. I think because of the Cancer association, like Cancer energy is domestic. It talks about the home. So you could be having some good luck with real estate. Like if you're moving, or if you're buying or selling or renting, I don't know, something with real estate. Maybe you are a realtor, or a special someone in your life is a realtor. Or like a landlord or something. Something about Airbnbs could be significant for some of you as well. You're receiving as well, this is also a really specific message, receiving public recognition for something that you wrote. But what was coming through very specifically is that you could choose to put your name on it if you want people to know it was you, but you could also be anonymous. Interesting. Like, some of you might want to be anonymous because you don't want all the attention, but whatever you wrote is gaining recognition, and that's enough for you. Like, just that satisfaction of knowing something you wrote is making such waves. Even if people don't know it's you, that's enough for you. Interesting. Like, something you wrote could be getting published in a major publication, or some contributions you made to a study. Okay, that's really specific. Could be gaining recognition. Something you wrote online could be going viral, but maybe in that case it will be anonymous, like if you wrote it from an anonymous account. But just knowing, I don't know, it's like when you comment something on YouTube and you come back to it later and your comment has like 1,000 likes, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, even if people don't know it's you, it's nice to know that so many people resonated with what you said. You know what I mean? So it's like something you wrote, something you typed, something you posted somewhere is gaining a lot of recognition, a lot of people agreeing with you or resonating with you or benefiting from what you said. What else do my group number ones need to know? We have, the Lovers. Oh my gosh, this connection is like taking over the reading. And it's so funny, we have this same kind of imagery of like, I feel like this is you and a special someone, and then there's someone else facilitating it. I wonder, and doesn't this dude kind of look the same? I don't know, does someone someone look like this? Someone in your life? Or maybe everybody in the deck just looks like that. But yeah, I wondered, there could be a third party who is facilitating you getting closer to a special someone, being kind of a matchmaker, a wingman, or introducing you, inviting you both somewhere so that you can meet each other and talk. And we do have Cupid on this card as well. For some of you, this could very well be romantic. I don't know, when I look at these pandas, it looks like the pandas have a crush on each other. That's just how I see it. So definitely love is in the air for those of you who are wanting to manifest that. But in general, the Lovers just talks about like healthy relationships and intimate partnerships of any kind. But yeah, there's a connection of yours that in the next 3 months is growing a lot, and it's growing quickly. Like, and I do feel like this is someone you know and someone you've wanted to get closer to. And there's a feeling of, we've made more progress together in the past 3 months than we have, like, I don't know, in the last year or in years that we've known each other. Because we have this common thing. Maybe this third party isn't even a person at all. It's like a common thing that you're working on together, or a common experience that you both have, and you're talking a lot about it. Something is bringing you together, and it's making you bond so much faster than you ever did before. For those of you who have a person of interest and you've been wondering if they're really good for you, if it's really healthy for you, if it's in alignment with your highest good, the Lovers confirms that yes, it is. And I do think that that's a blessing for you as well. Like, you don't have to doubt, like, is this person meant to be in my life? Does this person have good intentions? It's like, yes, 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 they do. For some of you, there could even be like a spiritual connection you have with someone that's really being confirmed in the next 3 months, that I'm hearing you will never doubt it again. For those of you who are doubting, you will never doubt it again. As I was saying that, I looked up and the camera timer was at 2027. That could be a big year for this relationship. I know that's kind of in the future, at least when I'm recording this, but that could be a big year for you and this person. Yeah, and also like months of June, July, August, maybe even September, like that time of year seems to be quite significant for you. I know this is a reading about the next 3 months, and maybe that's not in 3 months, but still, June, July, August coming through. Oh, and I don't think I said this, but this is Gemini energy. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So this thing that is growing for you and that you're gaining more and more results, in the next 3 months, you're actually going to reach some type of completion or some type of milestone with it. You are going to reach an end goal of yours. You know, we set these like little actionable goals, but then there's like that big end goal at the very end. Yeah, duh, the end goal is at the end. There's this really big end goal that I think you're actually reaching in the next 3 months. And for some of you, that might surprise you. You might have thought it was going to take a lot longer. Some of you even maybe have like a schedule, and you're like, okay, by 3 months, I'll probably reach this level in my progress. And then like end goal, probably, I don't know, I'm just making this up, right? Probably not for another 6 months, probably not until next year. And then your growth just starts speeding up so much that before you know it, you've reached this end goal in the next 3 months. Many of you, your financial situation is going to be improving as well. The 10 of Pentacles feels like complete financial security, knowing that all of your worries are taken care of, that you can afford everything you need and also everything you want. I don't know why I keep seeing like you commenting on something and it gets a lot of likes. And I don't know if that's literally what's happening for you, but I think that goes back to the message of you being confident to speak up and contribute to conversations. And when you start doing that, you're receiving so much confirmation from the universe that like you have brilliant ideas and what you say resonates with a lot of people. Even if this isn't like, you know, leaving a comment like that example I gave, it could be maybe you raise your hand and share your opinion in class, and then like everybody agrees with what you said, and the teacher's like, oh my gosh, that's a really good point. It's like you boldly speaking up and sharing your thoughts, and then so many people around being like, holy shit, yes. Like, yes, you're a genius, or like, yes, that's an amazing point, or yes, oh my gosh, that's a perfect solution to this problem. And then you being really happy that you said something and that you didn't just keep it to yourself. Your voice, some conversation needs your voice in it. Some field needs your opinions in it. You are meant to be an active contributor, not just a consumer of it. What else for my group number ones? We have the 5 of Cups. Okay, generally in a reading about blessings, the 5 of Cups does tend to introduce a bittersweet energy. So we have to see what that's about. Actually, what I'm feeling intuitively is there's a bittersweetness in the reorganization of your priorities. Because you're getting really serious about a goal of yours, or even about your life purpose, like doing your purpose, doing your passion. You're getting really serious about that, and you're locked in. You're locked in, and you may have to forego certain things, like, I guess make certain sacrifices, I could say, to really hunker down. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Buckle down, whatever, and get things done. Maybe you miss an event. Maybe you decide not to go on a trip so that you can stay locked in on your goal. And so it's a temporary sadness or a temporary disappointment, but in the end, it's going to be really worth it because you reach your end goal and you get that big result that you want. Like you get maybe, yeah, like a scheduling conflict where there's something that you wanted to go to, but you decide not to go so that you can choose a really, really big opportunity. And it's like, you don't regret your choice. Of course, you're going to choose this really, really big opportunity, but it's still a bit disappointing if you can't go or you can't do everything you want to do. I hope that makes sense. An example of this energy would be like, for some reason I want to say you get an audition for like your dream role, the role of a lifetime, but then like you can't go to a birthday party. So it's like that kind of vibe. And of course you're gonna go to the audition, and of course even the person whose birthday it is wants you to go and is super happy for you, but it's still a little bit bittersweet. Okay, we're gonna get one more, but we're also gonna look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, both of these have the letter CB on them. I'm thinking of British Columbia, even though that's BC, but it's CB in French. British Columbia or Britain or Columbia could be significant. These could be somebody's initials as well. There's that connection again. There it is. Two of Cups. A committed relationship, a harmonious partnership. That Spirit has made that loud and clear. That is definitely going to be a blessing for you in the next 3 months. And then at the bottom, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. This is probably the person that you're getting close to. They're like a King of Cups. That's a very emotionally mature person, a very kind, compassionate, patient, gentle, nurturing person, sensitive, in touch with their emotions, in touch with their spirituality. I just heard they have good values, and I think what that means is values that match yours. And again, like they prioritize you and prioritize the connection. Yeah, you may be feeling like this King of Cups as well. When I look at this King of Cups, I just feel very serene. There's a serenity to it, and there's a maturity. I feel you're becoming a person who worries less in the next 3 months. Your confidence is going up and your worries are going down. And within this, there's a sort of maturity of knowing you're going to be okay, knowing that being able to discern like what worries move you into action and solutions and what worries are just tormenting you because it's out of your control, and being able to drop those worries that don't serve you. There's like a maturity there. Okay, so the last thing I want to do for this reading is pull a Spirit Cat card for you. So this is going to be your advice from Spirit. I just saw 30-30, which could be significant for some of you. Maybe someone's 30 years old. Or someone's like entering a new decade, you know, entering your 30s, entering your 40s, that kind of thing. What Spirit Cat has a message for my group number ones? I really liked this energy of group number one. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so here is your Spirit Cat. And his name is Stardust. And now I'm thinking of Ziggy Stardust, which is funny because my uncle has a cat named Ziggy. Yeah, that's David Bowie. That could be significant for some of you. Paradox. Meet Stardust. He is the convergence of opposites. He is the dark and the light. He is a magician that turns everything on its head, pawing at the paradox. He travels the galaxies with his best friends, free will and destiny. No one knows where one begins and the other ends. He sees the good in the evil and the evil in the good. Within every blessing, there is a tragedy, and within every tragedy, there is a blessing. We think we know what is what, but Stardust throws everything into question. Let the paradox open up our thinking and our perspective. That's cool. Okay, group number one. Those are all the messages that I have for you, so I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, a wonderful 3 months ahead, and I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. If you enjoy my content and you'd like to find me elsewhere, I'm going to have linked down below my tarot reading Instagram, my personal Instagram, my Patreon, where we now have over 100 exclusive timeless readings just like the ones on my channel. And we also have 2 new ones every month, and you can choose the topic for those. So I'm going to have that link down below, and my music channel. which includes the intro song of this video that is an original song. I will also have my latest release linked down below. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, my channel, and anything I do. I really appreciate having you here, and I'm sending so much love to you, your higher self, your special someone who was all over this reading, and their higher self, and anyone who appeared in this reading and their higher self. And I'm sending love to your spirit guides, your spiritual team, and all of your loved ones, both here on earth and in the other realms. This visual is kind of similar to the pandas, eh? And then I started thinking about a badger for some reason. I think they're also black and white. Something about badger could be significant. Anyway, and also someone with green eyes. But yeah, that's that's all. Thank you so much. I'm sending you so much love, and much love to all your loved ones here on earth and in the other realms. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Hi number twos. So if you guys chose this cookie, this is going to be your reading. So let's get right into it. We are going to start by looking at these oracle cards to see what blessings are coming your way in the next 3 months. So your first card is emotion. This card just brought me a huge sense of relief. And there is a feeling with this card of being deeply emotionally moved, like overcome with emotion. So this tells me that one of the blessings you're receiving in the next 3 months is pertaining to something that you are quite emotionally invested in, that is very close to your heart. Okay. There's a couple things from this image that are coming through as messages for you. First of all, this lamp, which is lighting up the room in the dark night. For many of you, this blessing is pertaining to something that has been like a light in the darkness for you. Something that when you're having a hard time, or when everything seems to be going wrong, you remember about this dream. You remember about this hope that you have for the future, and that helps you to keep going. So there's a really big emotional investment here, something that has been like your light in the darkness. And also I was looking at how the koala is, it's almost like she's hugging the book close to her. This could be something that you've journaled about, that you've scripted about, something that you've even read about, whether that's reading a book or reading cards, something that is on your mind kind of all the time, even if it's just kind of in the back of your mind. It seems like something that is always there. So this is the realization of a pretty big wish for you, group number 2. Wow, okay, makes sense. We also have Amazonite with life purpose. So this blessing is something that is pertaining to your life purpose. So for some of you, this could be like discovering what your purpose is, finding something to do in your day-to-day life that makes you feel really connected to your purpose, that makes you feel like this is it, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is where I feel like I can really be myself and really shine. It feels like something that is meant to be. It feels like something pertaining to your destiny. I also, whenever I see Amazonite, I do think of manifestation. It may even be considered a manifestation stone, but it makes me think of the power to speak things into existence. So that's a really interesting message to come through after we're talking about the possibility of you journaling or scripting. You've probably quite literally spoken this into existence, written this into existence, or like affirmed it into existence. This is a prime example of your thoughts becoming your reality, because I feel like this is something you've given so much of your focus, and now you're seeing it materialize in your physical reality. This is really, really exciting. We have eclipse in Cancer, an emotional phase or domestic development and acceptance. We have the number 28 on this card, and interestingly, we have the repetition of emotion. This is like being really deeply emotionally moved, and then we have an emotional phase. I'm thinking of the Cancer shell, and something that just came through. When I say Cancer shell, I mean like the crab, you know, the crab shell. Something that just came through is it may not be until this wish comes true that you truly realize how emotionally affected you are by it. Because I feel like sometimes when we want something really, really bad, or we feel really, really strongly about something, our brain kind of like protects us from it so that we don't have to be feeling it in its full intensity all the time. But then once the wish comes true, we feel like it's safe to let go. And then all of those intense emotions can come out because it's like we have it now. It's safe to get emotional because we have it now. So you may not realize just how much you are craving or missing this thing, but then when it's finally here, I feel like you could really get overcome with emotion. Okay, and then we have don't let your past hold you back with the South Node. These are very similar in color. They're, oh my gosh, they're like almost exactly the same color. So this kind of turquoisey green blue color could be significant to you somehow. Life purpose, don't let your past hold you back. I'm gonna put these together. Maybe you're having the chance to start over. For those of you who once tried to pursue something pertaining to your life purpose and feel like it didn't really work out the way you wanted to, this could be a chance to do it over. Being freed from past, I don't even want to say failures because it's not really a failure, but being freed from past disappointments, past mistakes, even past limiting beliefs. There's something that you're breaking the pattern and things are going to be different now. This message combined with the message of manifestation, it does feel a little bit like jumping timelines, okay? So some of you could be doing that. There could also be a blessing pertaining to your domestic life, your home life, your living situation, whether that's like a move, getting to live in your dream place, getting to live with whom you want to live with, you know, moving in with someone, or getting to live on your own if that's what you really want. Yeah, your ideal living situation and your ideal home situation. Finding the place in this world where you feel like you belong. You could, if you feel really drawn to a certain part of the world, you may get to visit that place in the next 3 months or solidify travel plans in the next 3 months. There could be good news coming regarding a visa or a passport or citizenship or something like that as well. So let's get into the tarot and see what else you need to know about these blessings. Oh, acceptance. Like you could be getting accepted somewhere, like getting accepted to a school, a university, a special program. I'm thinking of like a training program that's really selective. There's very limited spots and you only get accepted if you're really serious about it. Something like that. You could be getting a referral or a reference letter that really, really helps you get accepted somewhere. Your application was accepted, that kind of thing. For some of you, there could be acceptance from a family. Could even be someone else's family, you know, like I'm thinking of when you meet your significant other's family and they, you know, they accept you, you get their blessing, something like that. Okay, my group number 2s. What else do you need to know about your blessings in the next 3 months. We have, what is that? The 8. The 8 of Cups. No, is that? Yes. Why can't I count? Yeah, it's the 8 of Cups. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Empress. The 4 of Cups, okay. And the 10 of Wands. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. I'm just gonna move these. Okay, your life is about to get really, really peaceful, group number 2. When I saw the Empress come out in this position, it did make me quite happy because the 5 of Wands can indicate conflict, chaos, disorder, messiness, tension, drama, things like that. Just a messy and chaotic energy. And the Empress seems to be sitting here unbothered and looking, she's literally looking away from it. So this is a message for my group number 2s that some conflict in your life is ending. Some drama in your life is ending and you're not engaging with it anymore. And this is, I do think it is your decision because we have the 8 of Cups here, which is when we say like, okay, there's nothing here for me anymore and I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to find a better situation for myself. So this could be finally being able to set the boundaries that you want to set. Okay, I just saw 1111 as I'm about to say this, not having to stay in a bad situation because you rely on it or because you don't have a choice. Okay, so this is for those of you who have been wanting to walk away from something, but you literally haven't had like the resources to do so or the freedom to do so. So an example of this would be like if you're in a living situation or if you're in a workplace that you know is not good for you, that I'm hearing that messes up your nervous system, where, I don't know, there's always some drama going on or some dysfunction going on, and you're like, I want to walk away from this, but I need the money of this job, or I need this roof over my head in this household. So a blessing coming to you in the next 3 months is having whatever means are necessary to be able to get out of the situation that is adding stress and anxiety to your life or that is creating dysfunction in your life. This could also be, having the courage and having the confidence to put those boundaries there and say, I'm not afraid of how you're going to react anymore. Like, I'm not afraid of losing this or that. I have to put these boundaries here and I'm not going to engage in this energy of conflict anymore. And the Empress is looking at the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups, it's sometimes seen as a negative energy, like it's boring, but when you're coming out of the 5 of Wands, I think this 4 of Cups is very attractive. Like, it's so quiet in here. It's boring because there's not drama happening every 3 seconds, or I'm not getting overstimulated every 3 seconds. It's sometimes, and I don't want to say it with quotes, like quote unquote boring is good because it's peaceful, it's safe, it's quiet, it's gentle. You're not having to respond to something constantly. I'm hearing you can hear yourself think. And you're moving into a day-to-day life where You don't have to be on edge and you don't have to have your guard up. Yeah, it's like a really peaceful living situation or a very healthy and supportive working environment where you feel uplifted, where you feel understood. Yeah, it's peace. I'm noticing as well, this is Moon in Cancer again. So I don't know when this video is going to go up, but there was question mark, a full moon in Cancer on January, I think 13th, 2025. That could be or could have been a significant time. Or maybe Cancer placement is significant. You or someone else. It could also be Cancer season. Like I said, I don't know when this video is going up or when you're watching this, but late June to late July could be a significant time. Finally getting to, it's the joy of being able to invest your own energy back into yourself. Having a lot of time for self-care, having a lot of time for your spiritual practice, having uninterrupted time for meditation, for reflection, also for creativity. I think your creative juices are really going to be flowing in the next 3 months. Some of you could be working on a book. That's very specific. But I do see you in your creative flow with this Knight of Wands as well. Getting to create your ideal schedule and stick to it. If you don't resonate with you being the one who's creating, this could also be you enjoying the creative works of others. Enjoying others' art, enjoying others' literature, enjoying others' ideas. The Empress, she does well for herself in the material world as well. This looks really secure in terms of finances. There's a lot of love around the Empress as well. The Empress has a motherly energy, like a nurturing parent sort of energy. That could be a message for some of you, whether you have or want to have children or companion animals. I do see you surrounded by that kind of love as well. There's a really strong sense of security, like you know what to expect out of life. I could definitely use myself as an example because there's a really long period of my life where I'm like, I'm living in Japan, but I don't know if I'm gonna still be able to live here next year. Like, I don't know what my next visa is gonna be. Like, there could be something like that where you can never really feel settled because you're like, I don't know what my next, I don't know if I'm still gonna be able to live here in a few months, or I don't know about my next paycheck, or I don't know what my next whatever is going to be. And then that always kind of puts you on edge, and something like that is becoming settled. So you can keep relying on it. Like, I know I'm going to have this job in 3 years. I know I'm still going to have this place to live. I know that I'm set. And so I can start making my life plans for like next year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, because I know that there's going to be these constants in my life. When things are up in the air, it's really hard to like get settled and plan for your future. And so I think you're feeling really settled, like you know what your future is going to be, and no one else can mess with that. Nobody has the power to mess with that. You make the plan for your future and you can stick to it and really see that future come to pass. It's beautiful. And then we have the 10 of Wands. So this is interesting because there was that message of once your wish comes true, it's only then maybe that you realize just how much you wanted it. I think there's also something here where when your life becomes more peaceful like this, maybe it's only then that you realize how tired you were. That's the Ten of Wands. It's like, I've been working so hard. I've been so tired. I think there may also be a realization that dawns on you that a lot of the burdens you have been carrying were not even yours to carry. It's like, when did I start carrying this? This doesn't belong to me. This isn't my responsibility to deal with this. Once all of those burdens are offloaded, I think is the word, and you're left with your own energy and in your own inner peace, that's when you realize, like, wow, the past era of my life has been really tiring, and I was doing too much, and too much was being put on me that was never mine. But having that awareness in the moment, I don't know, it's like that awareness was maybe suppressed just to keep you going, just to keep you safe. Now it's safe to witness it. It's safe to witness how tough the past chapter for you might have been, or how much energy it really took. And I feel like having the Knight of Wands as your bottom of the deck energy, there's a playful side to you that is coming back. There's like a confident, enthusiastic, energized, humorous, silly, fun-loving side to you that is coming back. And because, okay, this is really beautiful. Because you now have this peace and stability in your life, you're able to choose to be spontaneous. It's not like life is forcing you to stay on your toes. Life is forcing you to stay adaptable and be ready for whatever change is about to come around the corner in the next moment. It's like you have your stable life and you get to decide when you want to stray from the predictable. You get to decide when you want to be adventurous. You get to decide I don't want to go into this with a plan. I just want to leave it open, rather than life saying to you like, you can't make a plan because everything's up in the air. It becomes your choice when you want to be in this more like carefree, free-spirited sort of energy, which is a beautiful blessing. Like, it just seems like the next era of your life is really shaping up and you can know what to expect. And that brings a lot of calm and security. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do, there's blessings with your physical energy, with your vitality, physical activities. Like the Knight of Wands just feels like someone who's very active and fit and energized. I love it. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is get a spirit cat card for you. And we are going to see what advice Spirit has for you as you move into this new era. Spirit, what advice do you have for group number 2 as they receive these blessings? Okay, so here is your cat. Your cat's name is Mishkin Rough and Tumble. Okay, and he's bringing the message of the warrior. Meet Mishkin Rough and Tumble. He knows his teeth are sharp and his claws are his prized possession, carefully honed to points. He is a little ninja, but has a heart of love and softness. We can call on Mishkin when we need to stand up for ourselves, set boundaries, or be daring. So whether you're about to climb a giant boulder or take a leap of faith or ask to be paid what you're worth, remember little Mishkin and his bravery. Yes, he did whack that big scary dog on the nose, even though he is only a kitten. This makes me so emotional. Something about purple flowers could be significant. The ones that I'm thinking off the top of my head are lilac and lavender. I know there's so many more, like violets. Some morning glories are purple, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of purple flowers. Those could be significant to you. Or somebody with a name, like somebody could be named Violet or some other name that refers to purple. Even your koala has a purple dress. So I feel like the color purple is significant as well. And yes, I'm definitely thinking of Cancerian energy because I'm just thinking of that soft and sensitive crab that has the hard protective shell around it. I feel like that is in your energy. If you don't have Cancer placements, and if you feel called to, well, actually, wait, let me start that sentence over. If you feel called to, you could check where Cancer is in your birth chart, like which house it's in, because that could also be an indication of what area of your life you are about to receive blessings in. Especially if you're thinking like, well, I don't have Cancer placement, so I don't know why that Cancer energy is here. Maybe seeing what house Cancer is in your chart will bring some further insights to you. But I really like that this card shows your duality. Like, you are a soft and gentle soul, but you can be tough when you need to. There are moments where you'll need to be. And I'm also thinking of like fight or flight when I read this. Like, this kitten gets to be his cute, sweet, gentle self most of the time. And then in select moments when he needs to be a warrior, he can bring that warrior out. He can whack that big scary dog on the nose. But he doesn't have to be in warrior mode all the time. He doesn't have to be looking over his shoulder all the time in this fight or flight mode. So I really feel like if I look at this whole spread, there is an energy of you being able to come out of that fight or flight and spend the majority of your time in this soft kitten energy and just live a gentle life, knowing that that warrior still exists inside of you and can come out as needed, but doesn't need to be on standby all the time. So you can really let your guard down and relax into your life. Yes, I think there's wonderful blessings coming into your home and your living situation. Having whatever you want or need in your home, there's a feeling of convenience and comfort coming there, and also beauty. Getting to fill your home with the furniture you want, the decorations you want, and really have it suit your own taste. And that makes a world of difference. That's something that, you know, I wasn't able to do for a long time, because I'm like, I might literally have to move in a few months, so I can't really settle into this apartment and decorate it and buy all these things I want, because I might have to pick it all up and move soon. So being able to create your own space and create your own sanctuary like that, I think is just a testament to like the security in your situation. And I think, yeah, it is like a sanctuary. It's a place where you feel you can just bathe in your own energy and see yourself all around in the space. I don't know, I just had this visual of like getting cool, unique furniture that is just so you, that has your name all over it, and getting to have the lighting how you want it, and the art on the wall how you want it, and the music and the auditory experience in your home how you want it. And I don't know, that's just really nice. Yeah, okay, I think those are all the messages for my group number 2s. So I'm gonna end your reading here. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. If you enjoy my content and you'd like to find me elsewhere, I'm gonna have linked down below my tarot reading Instagram, my personal Instagram, my Patreon, where we now have over 100 exclusive timeless readings, just like the ones on my channel. And we also have 2 new ones every month, and you can choose the topic for those. So that's going to be linked down below. And my music channel, which includes the intro song of this video. That is an original song. I will also have my latest release linked down below. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, my channel, and anything I do. I really appreciate having you here, and I'm sending so much love to you, to your higher self, and to your spirit guides, your spiritual team, and all of your loved ones, both here on earth and in the other realms. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Hi number 3s, so if you guys chose this cookie, this is going to be your reading. There's a couple of intuitive messages coming through, so I want to share those with you before we get into the cards. Before I started filming for your group, I heard that you are gonna get to have your cake and eat it too. So, for those of you who maybe feel like you have to choose between 2 things, this could mean that you're not gonna have to choose and you can actually have both or do both. Or if you thought that you were going to need to sacrifice something in order to get what you want, you likely will not have to make that sacrifice. Like, you're getting the best of both. And there is also a message that someone is going to make an exception to the rule for you, and you are going to get special treatment. Kind of like you're VIP, so the rules don't apply to you. That was kind of the vibe that I was getting. Okay, so let's get into your cards and see what blessings are coming your way in the next 3 months. We are starting off with proof. Okay, some of you could be getting a certificate, because the word for certificate is like really close to this, and it made me think of that, which makes sense because a certificate certifies things. It proves that you have like a certain level of skill or education or qualification, something like that. So that is a bit of a literal interpretation, but feel free to claim that if it resonates with you. This could even be proof that your manifestation is coming. Like, you start to actually see physical proof in your 3D reality. I'm also thinking proof that you are good enough, proof that you are worthy. So for those of you who struggle with confidence, if you doubt your abilities, pretty soon there's going to be undeniable proof that you are good at what you do. Just one example, right? But it's like, oh, if you're bad at math, explain this 90% grade on your math exam. Like, your inner critic will not be able to bully you anymore. Your inner critic will not be able to make you doubt yourself anymore, because now you have this tangible proof of like, I'm capable, I'm good enough. 222 on the camera timer came up as I was talking about that, so that could be a significant number for some of you. We have cacoxenite, which is very pretty. I've never seen this in real life, but we have the keyword new beginnings. Okay, an exciting new era coming for you. We have Moon in Leo, let your inner hero out, with the keyword heroism. And we have an astronaut on this card, which, if I think about this in a metaphorical sense, I think this is indicating you reaching new heights. And I think that this new beginning with the Moon in Leo, it has to do with you really feeling like the main character in your life. When Leo energy comes up in a reading, I do tend to think, 333 as I'm saying this, I do tend to think of you entering into the spotlight in some way, receiving recognition, receiving praise. And this card is number 17, which relates to the stars. So there's a wish coming true for you where you are gaining a lot of recognition. People are celebrating you, people are admiring you. This kind of makes sense together because it's like your capabilities are being proven and it's tangible. Anybody can see it. I feel like you're gaining more respect, you're gaining more admiration, gaining a good reputation. And we also have new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Leo and Virgo placements could be significant. You or someone close to you could have Leo or Virgo placements, or this could be Leo and Virgo season that are going to be significant for you. So roughly the months of August and September could be significant for you. I don't know if that's in the next 3 months from when you're watching this. I don't think it matters. I keep seeing the angel numbers. Like I saw 222, 333, 444. When I think to look up at the camera, I see them. So you could be seeing a lot of angel numbers right now, letting you know of this new era that is about to begin. You are definitely in your element. I want to say you're on a roll. And I see you doing something that you are both passionate about and that really serves others. So you feel fulfilled because you enjoy what you're doing, but you also feel fulfilled because you can see how you are really helping people, how you're really serving others with what you do. And I do know in this deck, there's 2 moon in Virgo cards, a new moon and full moon. The full moon one says you are good enough. And we were just talking about that. So please claim that message as well. All right, so we are gonna get into the tarot and see what else Spirit wants you to know about these blessings. I feel a lot of pride. I think people are very proud of you. I also think you're very proud of yourself because you set out to do something and you made it happen. Your success here is like a testament to you can do anything you set your mind to. And I think you're also really proud of yourself because you followed through on a promise that you made to yourself. Like you completed a certain process, you completed a certain project, you told yourself you were going to do it and you made it happen. And not everybody does that, and that's really cool. You know, you stayed disciplined and you held yourself accountable. Spirit, what else does group number 3 need to know about the blessings coming their way? We have, this is the Page of Swords. We have, ooh, okay, we have the King of Pentacles. That makes a lot of sense. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. And the High Priestess. Very powerful energies here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Like I pulled 5 tarot cards for you. 3 of them are major arcana, and there's also a king. This is really your era. Like I said before, you are the main character of your life in this era. I think this is an era of really strong confidence and self-love. We have the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so things are going to start speeding up in your life. With the Wheel of Fortune here as well, because if it's one energy that gets us out of stagnation, It's the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune says things gotta move. Things gotta move, things gotta change, and it's happening quickly. At the time that you are watching this, in 3 months from now, you could be living a very different life. And I'm just hearing you saying to yourself, like, oh my gosh, it all happened so fast. I can't believe just 3 months ago I was living this life, and now I've gone through this huge, it feels like a glow up. I've gone through this huge transformation, and I have so many doors opening for me. I definitely feel like you're going to receive blessings in your career or in your studies, or both. This definitely feels like a career and studies kind of reading. And yeah, things are speeding up. I think in terms of your manifestations, from the time that you decide you want to manifest something to the time that it's actually here, that's going to start getting surprisingly fast. I actually think you will freak yourself out with how fast it happens. Like, in a matter of days, it's here, or in a matter of hours, it's here. I think you're going to start to notice a lot more synchronicity in your life, because as I've been doing your reading, I've seen 3 angel numbers. And the Wheel of Fortune can indicate this kind of synchronicity, divine orchestration, things like that. So you're going to start experiencing a lot of instances, for example, thinking about someone and they text you, or having a dream about someone and you see them the next day. That kind of thing is going to start happening, where whatever you thought about, it just appears in front of you with little to no resistance. You are going to notice a lot less resistance when it comes to moving towards your goals. I just heard the word emotionally available. So maybe for those of you who have been struggling with emotionally unavailable people, that is going to be changing. So you're going to meet someone new who is ready and willing to be vulnerable and share their feelings. Or if you are dealing with a specific person who has struggled to be emotionally available, that could be changing. That word just kind of jumped up out of nowhere. Conversations that had gone dead will be revived. You know, sometimes you'll have like a text thread with someone and it just kind of dies. Maybe you had a group chat and the group chat just kind of died. That is going to be revived, okay? Someone you haven't heard from in a while that you miss will be reaching out to you again, and your daily interactions will be revived, but it's going to be better this time. The quality of your conversations is going to be better this time. If there's someone you haven't heard from in a long time, the next time you hear from them, I think both of you will have grown so much. You're going to be a lot more mature, a lot more confident, and this is going to remove any strain that was in your connection. Like, it's a lot more peaceful and smooth because you're both so good within yourselves, and it really improves your connection. So that time away from each other to just grow separately, I think was necessary. And you're really going to feel a difference when you start talking again. There could be an opportunity for reconciliation with someone, an opportunity for apologies and forgiveness. Maybe that's actually what this Justice card is talking about. If you felt that a situation ended with someone and it was kind of unfair, or there was unfinished business, you feel like you didn't really get the closure that you wanted, that is going to be coming to you. You will get the apologies you deserve, or just the explanations you deserve. Maybe you don't even need an apology. Like, you don't need to apologize for behaving that way. I just want to know why. Like, I just want to understand. Anyone whose behavior has left you confused, I feel like it's going to be coming to light, and it's going to make sense, and you're going to see the growth and like know that this person has changed. That's just for some of you, for those of you who are wanting a reconciliation with someone. But yeah, I think your social life and the connections that are important to you are definitely going to be improving. I'm not surprised at all to see the King of Pentacles here, because we've been talking about you leveling up, maybe getting a certificate, gaining recognition, serving others, feeling really fulfilled that you're good at what you do. And the King of Pentacles, to me, has this kind of expert energy. Like, I'm so good at what I do that I could teach it to people. And like, I'm the one you refer to when you want to know what to do. It's like one of the greats or one of the greatest. I'm so good at what I do that I could be a judge. You know, like when someone is such a good chef, they're going to be a judge on the cooking show. They're going to tell you how good your food is because they have the authority to do that. It's that's the vibe that I get with the King of Pentacles. So you are stepping into this role. Some of you could actually find fulfillment in teaching others or being a mentor to others with something that you are very skilled at, or like training others so that they can have the same role as you. And you've reached that level where you are able to do that. I also think of the Midas touch, because in the first tarot deck I ever got, I'm pretty sure the King of Pentacles said the Midas touch on it, because it was like a beginner deck that had keywords on it. And so that's just really stuck with me when I see the King of Pentacles. And like when you're coming out as the King of Pentacles, okay, everything you touch is turning to gold. Any projects that you involve yourself in the next 3 months are, I'm not kidding, are gonna be golden. It's gonna be some of your best work. You could be putting something out in the next 3 months that you are really proud of and that you feel is some of your best work, if not the best work that you have done. And let me tell you, everyone's gonna agree with that assessment. You're gonna be like, look at this is some of my best work. And everyone's gonna be like, yes, it is group number 3. I agree, very good. You could even be winning an award, or you know, getting, I think this recognition that you're receiving, it's not just admiration from your peers, you're definitely getting that, but it's something official. You're getting some kind of reward, or you are getting some kind of certification. I'm thinking of when musicians get that thing, you're certified platinum however many times, or when YouTubers get that play button plaque thing in the mail. Like, I think you're getting something tangible to be like, congratulations on your amazing work. Congratulations on this accomplishment. Maybe you're getting a medal or a trophy or something like that, something physical. A very important person is congratulating you personally. They're celebrating you personally. Like, you could hear from the founder of some organization or the president of some organization. Someone high up is personally congratulating you or personally acknowledging your hard work, and that's a really big deal. That seems like something a lot of people would wish for. And I want to say you're lucky, but it's not really just luck. It may be a bit of luck, because we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. Luck is on your side, but also you have worked really, really hard. So like, yes, you are very lucky, but don't let yourself believe like, oh, this is just happening because of luck, because that's not true. You could get really lucky to be put in the room that you're meant to be in, but if you get into that room and then you don't have the skills to back it up, then the good luck is not going to work on you. The good luck worked on you because you were ready. You were ready, you were prepared, you were capable, you had what it took. That's the vibe that I'm getting. So you are like, you're reaching expert level in something and gaining a lot of respect. And something you're very good at is respecting the conventions and learning by the rules, but also knowing when to innovate and knowing when to bend the rules. And that's the feeling that I get with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords it's like this youthful, fresh mind with new and exciting ideas. So you have a very strong knowledge of the foundations, but you also are able to think critically and say like, maybe we should do something a bit different here. Maybe we should bend the rules here. Maybe we should push the boundaries a little bit. Maybe we should shake things up. And I think that's what brings you your success. And yeah, there is some blessing about you're gonna start talking to someone on a regular basis that you really want to talk to. So you have this Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords. It's like new beginnings in communication, a new person you're talking to, and you have a lot of fun talking to them. Like it feels very mentally, intellectually stimulating. You like to share ideas. You're having much better conversations. Yeah, your social life is so good because everybody you talk to like inspires you and stimulates you. So we're not having any more of these conversations that's like, I don't know, just like gossiping or talking about petty shit or small talk. I mean, there's nothing wrong with small talk, but I feel like you're just not doing that anymore. In your day-to-day life, the people you talk to, you have something of substance to say, or you have ideas to share. You have guidance to share with each other. You get excited. It's not just like shooting the shit to pass the time. Again, nothing wrong with that, but I think you're gonna be really grateful and excited by the people who surround you every day. People who really inspire you. I'm thinking a lot of third house energy. I don't know what's going on, if something's going on in your third house in the next 3 months, but your third house is going to get blessed. Like your mindset, your ideas, your immediate circle, the people you talk to on a day-to-day basis. There's some expression that I can't even remember right now, but it was something to the effect of like, great people talk about ideas. I don't know, I can't even remember it. If you know what I'm talking about, please feel free to comment it. It's like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not even gonna, let's move on. So we have talked about justice. This could be also a sign of you receiving a very favorable evaluation, like getting a high score on something, getting a high grade on something, achieving the highest level of something. For some reason, I'm thinking of a language exam because they have those levels that's like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So this would be like you getting C2, which is the highest level. This will be like you getting a black belt, the highest level kind of thing. And if you have to go through any sort of legal process, anything with a lot of paperwork, and it's nerve-wracking to wait for the result, that is going to go well because you were already meant to get it. Interesting. Something you're applying for, you are going to be accepted because you were meant to. So there's no need to worry about, oh, what if my application was bad? What if I missed something? Maybe I should have submitted something different. No, those little details don't matter because you're meant to get it and you're gonna get it. That, like, period. For whatever reason, you were destined to be accepted at this time and you're gonna be accepted. So nothing to worry about there. And then we have the High Priestess. This happened in group number 2 as well, where there's like someone holding a book, but that's happening for you twice. I don't know if you're like writing a book or if maybe there's a life-changing book that is coming into your life. I feel like you could write a book or like make a course or something because you have a lot of knowledge to share with people. what I feel with the High Priestess is that you are not chasing these successes. They're just finding you. You're just attracting them. You're not really, like, for example, this recognition that you're receiving, it really feels like you're not going out and looking for it. It's just happening. The High Priestess feels like a very receptive energy. Okay, this is like, maybe this is kind of a silly example, but I just thought of plastic surgeons because I remembered hearing once that the top elite plastic surgeons don't have to do advertising. They don't have to like pay for ads. They don't have to post their before afters because their client base is like celebrities, the 1%, whatever. And so they just get business from word of mouth. They don't have to go like pursuing the masses. It's that kind of vibe. I don't know. You don't have to go out of your way to put yourself out there and say, hey, look at me, give me opportunities. Which, by the way, there is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to make yourself visible, okay? So that's not like a judgment. However, I just feel like you've reached a point in your journey that you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to make a point to put yourself out there or like ask people to give you opportunities. You've kind of passed that point. And now the opportunities just come to you because you've established yourself so much. It's interesting that I thought to give that plastic surgeon example because the other thing, I think the other reason they don't promote their work is because their clients are high profile and don't want people to know that they got work done. And the High Priestess sometimes does make me think of, you know, hidden, secret, confidential things. So you could be making moves and getting business and making money kind of behind the scenes. There's just this feeling of you don't need to be so showy about it. You don't need to show it off. You could be, for example, you could be becoming very wealthy and you're not showing off your wealth at all. Or you receive a huge opportunity, but you don't post about it. You just kind of tell your close circle. And so you're just vibing behind the scenes. For those of you who dislike being in the public eye or just dislike getting a lot of attention or people knowing your business, I feel like the High Priestess promises to those of you who feel that way that no matter how successful you get, you'll be able to remain kind of under the radar and keep your business your business. Yes. Speaking of your social circle, something else that's going to be very beautiful about it, not only does your social circle inspire you and intellectually stimulate you and like excite you for the future, but you are going to be surrounded by people who are such big proponents of you trusting your judgment, which means that even if they're giving you advice, they're not going to be like, I think you should do this. They're going to be like, really bringing the point home that at the end of the day, your judgment is the best. And here's something kind of ironic. I feel like in your social circle, the more authority people have, the more humble they're going to be. It's like someone who really knows their shit and really knows what they're talking about, they're the one who's going to be like, this is just my opinion. It's not the be all end all answer. This is just my 2 cents. Like very humbly giving their opinion. The person who doesn't know what they're talking about, they're the one who's going to be confidently telling you what to do and telling you that they know what's best for you. Something to think about. the more authority someone has, the more humble they're going to be. You're going to notice this. I think you're going to be surrounded by people who are really like successful and wealthy and the best of the best at what they do, but they're so humble. Because you realize, like, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. The more you realize, like, there's always so much to learn. You're so cool, group number 3. Like, just looking at your energy, you're so cool. I also noticed, like, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the middle. The masculine energies are on the left and the feminine energies are on the right. I don't know if that's significant for any of you, but I thought I would mention that. They also all have really cool hats, headgear. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is get a spirit cat card for you for any last guidance from spirit. What spirit cat has a message for you? Okay, here is your spirit cat. And his name is Golden. And his message is resilience. Meet Golden. He really knows how to absorb the sunshine even after some rough patches. He has faced the lonely, hungry alleys, losing those he loved through both chance and betrayal. He allows his feelings of sadness, grief, disappointment, and failure to flow through him and pass as everything does. He is present with the fullness of life, the complete spectrum of the experience. Oh, the complete spectrum of experience. Even in the deepest, coldest night, there is a golden sun in his heart to sustain him. Trust in your resilience. Keep moving, keep accepting, and keep growing. The tide is turning. We even have, this Wheel of Fortune is a promise that the tide is turning. What did I say about this card? If there's anything to end stagnation, I feel like it's this guy. And interestingly, I'm thinking about how the Wheel of Fortune comes after the Hermit. So some of you in the next 3 months, perhaps you are coming out of a hermit mode. Maybe you've gone through a period of really turning inward, maybe not going out much, not engaging much, just really wanting to be with yourself in a more reflective sort of energy, taking a pause. And the Wheel of Fortune says now it's time for things to get set in motion. Maybe some of you have been through hard times that caused you to turn inward and kind of hide away from the world for a while. But I think that time is coming to an end. I really think you're stepping back out and feeling good about it. Even in the deepest, coldest night, there is a golden sun in your heart to sustain you. Trust in your resilience. Keep moving, keep accepting, and keep growing. The tide is turning. Okay, group number 3. Let's show you your cat. Group number 3, these are all the messages I have for you. So I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I wish you all the best, and I wish you a lovely next 3 months from whenever you're watching. Please take good care of yourself, stay healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. If you enjoy my content and you'd like to find me elsewhere, I'm gonna have linked down below my tarot reading Instagram, my personal Instagram, my Patreon, where we now have over 100 exclusive timeless readings, just like the ones here on my channel, plus 2 new ones every month, and you can choose the topic for those. So I will have that link down below. And my music channel, which includes the intro song of this video, that is an original song. I will also have my latest release linked down below. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, my channel, and anything I do. I really appreciate having you here, and I'm sending so much love to you, to your higher self, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, and all of your loved ones, both here on earth and in the other realms. Oh my gosh, I think your video is going to be 33 minutes and 33 seconds long. 3333. That's so cool. Bye!